Alright, welcome to another stream. Yeah, Quaddy, I'm hyped as well. Put the salute in chat, you know? Yeah, let's go. Today, as it says in the title as well, we have got the next match. It will be Datchat versus General. General versus Datchat, whatever you want to call it. I have got both of them already here. They were both on time, which is quite nice for change. And yeah, I don't know if they have figured out how to do that completely yet, but let's just go with it. Quickly gonna change this. So our first match today will be General vs Datchat, and the second game will be Yossi versus Infinity Knight. So we've got two good matches. We have got two good matches today. I can look at the matchups quickly before we start the game, but I will just quickly have them figure out how to work it out, you know, how to send the challenge. Okay, guys, have you figured out how to send the challenge?
I have the game set up. All I have to do is accept it. He's muted.
Okay, is it 10 plus 10?
Yeah, 10 plus 10.
Who out of the two of you has got the lower rating?
I don't know.
Well,
You've been muted.
I can see your rating is 713. General, what is your rating?
No, he's dead.
Oh, my fucking face cam is freezing again. This is so annoying. Oh my god. General?
He's not here. I don't know where he is.
Well, let's just go with it. So, Datchat, how confident do you feel for this game?
I don't know what his rating is yet, but I do feel pretty confident. Just general.
Yeah, Quiddy also says this is the most general moment ever.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so you do feel kind of confident. I can understand that. Because he's not even here right now. You know? So his mind won't be there in the game as well. You know, that's...
His mind will be there,
yeah. That should be the plan. So you will have the little advantage that I can give you one last tip before the game starts, which will be to just not blunder. Like, it sounds stupid, but just think about every move. Think about every move before you do it. Just think about what did his do. What does his move attack? What does his move do? What could be his plan? And just look, is there any free piece? Is there any free piece you can capture or something like that? Oh, General's PC died. Perfect. Like, just look, is there any piece you could capture for free? Is there any piece he does attack that is not defended? And I'm sure that he will make mistakes, and just try to punish those. You don't need to make any aggressive and risky plays on your own.
He's in. He's rated 164. Hog.
Okay.
He gets white. Well, actually, no, he can't get white.
Well, he should get white.
White. Boy.
Maybe
work?
abort and make a rematch.
Yeah.
Because, like, he should get the advantage.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Do the rematch and then it should be good.
It's black, and then here's the new link, General. He should be white this time. What? Wait, why didn't it work?
Can you just abort and click on rematch?
He's still black though, is he? Yeah, he's still black. I even said it. I play as black. Is there anything else I should do?
No, it should work if you set yourself as black. That should be the thing you're doing. That should definitely work.
Well, you won.
Okay, so General takes game.
I play as black. Invite link, here's the link. And then here's the new link. And then this should work, right? Like that. Then it's accepted. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Okay. Good luck. I'm gonna deafen so that you don't hear my favorite tips and commentary. Okay. Let's swap this. Just ignore the 1 win for General here. It is still 0 and 0 for both. Okay, it starts with e4, e5, knight f3, knight f6, which does gamble this pawn. But General does not take it, but has a structure. Okay, now he does take it. After just supporting his e-pawn, which was under attack, he does take the free pawn on e5. So General is up a pawn. That is not much or not game winning on this rating level. So nothing too bad, but being up a pawn is always nice. Even on this rating, like, being up a pawn is always just good, you know? Oh my god. Okay. He does retreat his knight, which should be the best move here. And now now Datchet goes for the attack with his knight and bishop. And unfortunately, General does not find the better move here. There was even a better move, but this should still be fine, because I feel like Datchet is going to take with the knight. The line that would be best for black is just taking with the bishop, but like this, it is not that good, because you don't really win anything. The best move here is actually d4, just attacking this and this at the same time, because in the end you do win the knight and the bishop probably. Oh, that is. In the end, you would probably win knight and bishop for your rook, so that would have been a good deal. But like this, General goes just. Oh, what are you doing, General? He just gave away the free rook, and now he moved his king, so he can never castle, and he just gave away one move. Now it looks really, really good for that chat already. It just looks really good for that chat here. He's just up a free rook. His knight is under attack, but the f2 square is still defended, and it also comes with check. And taking here, which is not really good. You need to go king d2, which is not comfortable here. That is not a move you want to do. That is not a move you want to play. But that will be the move that General has to play. Unfortunately for him. Oh my god, my face cam is annoying today. Thank you face cam. That is really, really nice. Being annoying is always super cool. Love to see that. Okay. That chat does move his knight out of there, brings it to safety. It is attacked again, but he can just move it another time. And now he brings his knight out of the reach of the pawns. Oh my god, please. What is this today? Okay. Now General does play the c3 move, which does prepare the d4 push, which would be defended now, so that the bishop would need to retreat to b6, which is not where you want to be with your bishop. And there is the push. Actually, there are a few things you could do here. Most like the best move would be just attacking here with a check, and Datched finds that move. That is a beautiful move. I did not expect him to find that. Honestly, I didn't. And now you have got multiple opportunities. The best move would just be to go back with your bishop, and that is what he does. But he just won another pawn with that play. If this bishop is not nice here, you don't want to have your bishop on b6. There is just still so much that Datched won in that exchange. And now there's the queen g1 move. I'm thinking what could be the idea, but I don't find the idea. I just don't find the idea behind this move. Because now you pinned your own pawn. Now this is not good, you know? This could be an idea to just get your queen out. But yeah. Yeah, okay. This is probably just the idea to get your queen out to attack this knight. No, General didn't win. Ignore the one win here. This is still the first game. This is still the first game. It's still nobody who won this. And Datched is really good in this game. So General would need to find a good comeback here, being down a rook and a pawn. Yeah, General really needs to find some good moves here. His king is also stuck in the center. He cannot castle. But General has got a nice pawn structure here, so that can come in clutch for him at some point, maybe. You never know. now General needs to find some good moves here, some good trades, where he just wins some material back. That is what he needs to do. He needs to not find moves like that. That is just another queen move, which does not really help in this case, unfortunately. The best move would have been bishop d3 in this position. Just repositioning your bishop, making it way more active, looking on that king, looking for some kind of attack here. That would have been the best move. This move unfortunately doesn't do anything. That is the problem, because you're pressuring the knight, but it's defended twice. You're never gonna take that with your queen. That would just be stupid. You're pressuring this pawn, which is also defended. So you're just attacking things that are defended, so I don't really see the point in doing that. Now I really like bishop d3 even more, but that is not what is being played here. Now I just like the idea of going bishop d3 and looking there right into the eyes of the king. Okay, so General pushes the g pawn on g4, does look to go for the g5 move, pawn g5, also a little meme move in the chess community, but that is prevented by Datchat pushing to g5, attacking the queen, and let's see how General reacts to this. He does need to be careful. His queen does not have many squares, and he throws it away. Is there any Bakam Italian chat? Any Bakam Italian chat, guys? If not, I need to do it myself, but that is really late now. Ah, thanks. There it is. Thank you, Gaff. The boat has Gambit struck again in the 5-hat tournament. And now there is a good move though. Now you could actually push the pawn. And if takes, then you take with your bishop. But General does not find that idea, unfortunately. He is still down a lot right here. And he really needs to find a few good moves if he wants to have any big chance to actually get back in the game. And I don't know if he will. I don't know if he will. But I do indeed hope so. This bishop was not defended, so it is just taken for free. Datchat saw that undefended bishop and just snagged it right in front of General's eyes. Just yoinked it away. Got that free piece. Now just another pawn. He is up 17 in material. And there's nothing really that can be done to stop him here. General is thinking about his next move, but I really don't think that there is much to do right there. He's attacking the knight now, pushing his pawn up. But the pawn chain is just gonna be broken on the bottom. And there could be another knight trade here. Yeah. The knight will be taken here. And now Datchat should take the pawn with his bishop first. No, actually, doesn't really matter. Because if he were to take here, and general takes here, then he takes here, makes a queen. The king needs to move here, and then he can take another free bishop. And even if takes here, then you just take, and you still win a lot. I don't know if you guys could follow me right here, but that was my thought process. Yeah, actually best move engine-wise would have been to take. Okay, general just pushes the pawn instead of moving his knight, which is really unfortunate. There would have been a nice fork right here, which would have forked the bishop and the rook, but he did not see that and just pushed his pawn instead and did not save his bishop. So now what are you gonna do here? This is really difficult. And now there is this idea of taking here, making the queen. You need to take here as white, and then there would have been the idea to give a check. But this works even better in this case. Defending the pawn, the king cannot go anywhere. And this is pretty much the game. Yeah, you do move your rook here, but yeah, there's not much you can do here. Queen a1 check would be the move to go for. The king only has got the c2 square then, and then you can checkmate on c1. That would be the best and quickest line here. You can go for queen b1 as well. There's only one move, which is rook c1 here, and then you can just take that and give them mate. That is the second mate into that Chat did have there. Yeah. Well, or you can go for the style and make a queen in the process as well. GG's. GG for the first game. You did win that in style by making the second queen in the end.
I know.
Yeah, that unfortunately did not work out that close. So I hope you will have a better start in the game in the second one, and let's go for the rematch, right?
That start was just there was just a blunder in the knight and a blunder for the queen. It kind of just sealed it once the queen was blundered.
Yeah, once the queen was gone, that was really difficult to come back from. But there's a second game. There's always a second chance. It is not over yet. This could still go to the tiebreakers. So I think both of you can just click on rematch. That is the simplest way.
Yeah, I did. And General's dead again. Oh. Oh, we're in. Oh, I shouldn't be white.
Why are you white? What?
I don't know why I'm white.
No, General was white last game. This is good.
Wait, that is good.
Yeah.
We'll just rematch.
You confused me.
Hey, there we go.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna down again. Good luck for this
Goodbye.
game as well. Oh my god. That shit confused me right there. Okay, this time it's Datchet with the white pieces. Now he's got the better pieces. He's got the win in the first game. And he does play the Pawn Cloud. Datchet is feeling really confident here in going for the Pawn Cloud opening for the King E2 move. Oh my god. Oh lord. The king E2 move, the barn cloud opening by Deadshed here. And let's see if he can still win this game in style while playing the fucking barn cloud. I actually think he still got some chances to win this. Like, this position is obviously terrible for white, because you can't ever castle and your king is stuck in the center, not even like on the baseline, but like on the second. And it's just like, it's just terrible here. You also block in your bishop and your queen from development. So you really don't want to be doing this. But does General find the moves here? Does General find the moves to take an advantage here? He didn't really find an advantage so far, but he does have the opportunity to in every other move. Queen a5 is the best move right here. Just looking at this pawn and bring the queen to safety. Now on queen a6, the queen is not active at all. The diagonal is blocked. Even though it is still on the diagonal of the king, it is just not really active right here. The queen is not doing much. Okay, now Deadshed does look for the pawn break here. No, it was under this move. He does look for the pawn break here. General does not take the pawn, so Deadshed will do it himself, probably. Like, that would be the logical move. But in this game, I'm not sure. Like, he already played the barn cloud, so I'm really not sure if he will do the logical thing right here. The best move would still be to play queen c2 here instead of taking. If the engine doesn't like taking, the engine didn't like the pawn move in the first place. Because you're just endangering your king so much, because your king is so open. So you don't really want to trade pawns here. But I feel like once you push the pawn here, you just need to continue with your plan and just take here. But that's just my personal opinion. And now, General did find the correct move right here, which is also why this pawn move here was really difficult, because right here, Deadshed shouldn't even have taken. He should have looked for the move on the queen right away, and now he did capture the queen. And now he is up a queen for a bishop. Will General be able to actually win the second game? Will we have the first tiebreakers in the 5-hat chess tournament? That would be really, really exciting. I really hope that that will happen. Deadshed did play the barn cloud opening. He was really, really confident. But now, due to that king e2 move, he did lose his queen with the bishop attack. So will he be able to come back from that? Will he be able to win something back? He does win back a bishop and does attack the queen here. He did find the best move in taking on c5. It's a free piece. And it is considered to be really equal now. So that is not a huge comeback as I expected it, but it is a free piece that he got, and he got another free piece through moves prior. When when Datchet just blundered his knight here, he got the first free piece. Then he got the second free piece one move after. And right now it is just dead even. Okay, the engine changed his mind. It is not dead even, it's slightly better for black. But it is really, really close right here. Even after the queen was blundered by Datchet. So, was he actually overconfident by playing the Barnclad, or can he actually afford to make a move like that because he's just so much better? We will find out in this game. Now Datchet is thinking, what will he do against this attack? He will give a check, capture a pawn in the process. General needs to move his king in this position, and then Datchet will probably just capture the pawn on f5 and just get out of there. The engine does definitely prefer to go for a move like bishop b2, which is way more aggressive, going on that strong diagonal. The d3 move is not really good right here, unfortunately, just because of a few moves, things like queen g6, rook g8, which does just attack the knight, and the knight doesn't have many squares, especially if you go for queen c6, then the knight is just kind of not good at all. Oh, now General has got a good opportunity here. He does capture the free bishop, and the knight takes the pawn in exchange. So it's a bishop versus pawn exchange. So it's looking really, really good for General again. General is up 8 right here if he finds the right move. The correct move would be queen h5 check, which forks the king and the knight right here, and General finds it. General finds that move. And now he should just take on f5. I did not expect that. And he takes the free knight on f5. Let's freaking go. Let's go, General. Will this be a comeback? Now there's just another free piece and General sees it. General sees another free piece. And now he is up 2 knights and a queen for a bishop and a pawn. That is the trade overall at this point. No, 1 knight and a queen for bishop and a pawn. That is the trade. Yeah. If I'm not looking like, yeah, I think that's the trade. That should that be 8? I'm not sure. Okay, now Datchet does put his rook on the 7th rank. We all know the rook on the 7th can be really deadly, but in this position, I'm not sure if that rook can achieve much, because General is just far, far ahead. He's really, really... Oh shit. He's really, really comfortable in this position. He has got nothing to worry about right here. There's just a free pawn. General just takes it in exchange for another pawn here. But yeah, That would be another free pawn right there. So it's just an exchange of pawns right here. But now the rook is opened up, the queen is opened up. Now General can really start his attack on the white king right here. The best move is Queen G1 right here. Queen G1 check, which would also just win the free rook right here. But General instead just defends his pawn. There would have been a forced mate as well, but yeah, that like a forced mate in 10 is just not going to happen. Now he does find this queen, the G1 check, which is still really good. Just because you win this rook, even though that rook doesn't do much. It is just a free piece, even though this is no forced mate at all in this position. It is just a free piece, and why wouldn't you want to take a free piece? Okay, now it is another check. General should look to not only give checks, but to also activate his rook. But instead he blunders his queen. Oh my god, he didn't see the rook that was still on the b file. And he blunders his queen once again. Oh my god, I need to play this back quickly. I cannot believe it. So, there's the pawn push by General, pawn push by that chat. He pushes bishop behind, and in this position he gives the check. And opens up the attack on the rook. He does take the rook. Now pawn push, free queen right here, which is taken by the bishop, which is taken by the rook. Pawn capture in the center. This is going really quick right now. I cannot really catch up. Check, check. And this is where we are at right now. So a lot happened in the last few moves. They were played really quickly. So I tried to catch up right now. So there was the rook that died. Rook against the pawn. There was the queen that was created, which was taken again. Which was taken by the bishop, which was taken again by the rook. And now there's another blunder. The king is moved, so the knight was not defended anymore, which now gives the edge back to that chat. This is another comeback, I'd say, but the problem is I'm not really as excited as yesterday, just because the quality of this game is way lower than the one yesterday. The game yesterday, which was really close and which had comebacks, which had the comeback of the century, literally. That was also so exciting because it was high quality at the same time. This game, unfortunately, is just blunder after blunder after blunder. The question is, will General be able to somehow get the win in this game? It looks really bad, especially after he moves his king right here. I think the good move, yeah, okay. This is just over. This is a good move though. But all in all, Datchet just gets a queen for his rook. He does push to just get another queen. Oh yeah, forced mate in 52. Thank you, engine. The engine's telling us forced mate in 52 moves. That is longer than the whole game so far. What the fuck? Imagine playing a forced mate in 52 moves. Imagine being like, oh no, I resign in this position. There's a mate in 52. What the fuck? The engine is kind of weird sometimes. That would have been a really good move by playing e1 right here, which would have just won the rook right here. There's also a forced mate in that position, but I would have just liked to play it clean, get the rook, push the pawns, and get a ladder mate. Pushing the pawn is what is happening right here. You should just put the pawn in between, and that is what's happening right here. And there is the second queen, and it is not even captured right here. It is not even captured. You should just look for a move like this or something like that. That is also a good move. That does win the rook right here. Or you could also just go for the... Yeah, okay. He does go for the next check. He should just look to find the quick mate right here. That is what Datchet should be doing. And by losing his rook, General has officially lost out on the spot in the quarterfinals. And there is the checkmate. GG.
GG.
Good game.
I had like 4 blunders in a row.
Yeah.
On that Queen series. Oh, I want to go take a look at that again.
That was many blunders in these two games.
That's so funny.
There was so many opportunities to come back or to win something, and there was so many missed opportunities. Like what Cody said earlier. What Cody said earlier was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna prepare Wakamitai for every single move, and I'm not saying he was wrong. That was like,
no, he's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Like you lost your queen after the bomb cloud, and I was really thinking General can get this, but then there was the 2 instant blunders afterwards. And then you blundered back and General was on top again. And then he blundered back with his queen blunder. Like he was up 30. He had a forced mate at some point.
Did?
And then, yeah, and then he blundered. He had a maiden in 5 or something like that. And then he blundered his queen. And even after that, it still wasn't over. Like it was still in favor for him. But then it just went all bad. After he moved his king and lost his knight then, and yeah, that was... I'm not saying it was a high quality game, but it was an interesting game. Let's say it like that.
It was very interesting, yeah.
Well, anyway, the important thing is... Congrats, Datchet, you made the quarterfinals. You have secured
I get to go lose
your
against
spot.
Pixels.
Okay, I was just about to look who you're going to play, but apparently you do know that you're going to play Pixel.
I think I'm facing Pixel.
Yeah, you're
Okay,
facing
that's it.
Pixel.
That's easy L.
Well,
Wow. That was fun.
I don't know. If you look at it, like, I think if you prepare for him, it's not impossible to win. Definitely not. It's possible for everybody to win, you know?
Maybe if I learned the inner workings of Bong Cloud, I could beat him.
I don't think the Barn Cloud is what's going to help you.
So yeah.
But that's your call. If you want to play the Barn Cloud, then play the Barn Cloud. Oh, Claudia, you're so correct. It's insane. Yeah, what have we all witnessed here? That is the big question.
This is high quality chess. This is not high quality, high octane chess.
Yeah, in this game, it was really focused on the 5-head aspect instead of the chess aspect.
Oh, the analysis for the game is amazing. Almost every move is a mistake or a blunder. I'm not even kidding.
You really want to see this?
Oh yeah.
Can I actually... Wait, I think it's easier if I go on your account, and then I could look at the analysis, I think. Oh, the accuracies. Oh no, the accuracies.
What is the accuracy? Wait.
Let's not talk about the accuracy. That's not a good idea.
Oh.
It's like 40 against 20.
42.7 versus 27.4.
Okay,
three numbers.
so... Well, I can only see your blunders and mistakes. And you had 3 mistakes, 5 blunders right here.
Yeah. I'm gonna say that was definitely not the best game I've ever played.
Well, I'm glad it wasn't the best game. Because if that would have been your best performance so far, then I would definitely say you will lose against Pixel. Like, I'm still saying it is definitely possible to win against Pixel, but you really need to concentrate and prepare a bit, maybe. But anyway, you did make the quarterfinals, and that is the important part right now. And yeah, I wish you good luck in that next match. And General, also thank you for being part of this tournament. Thank you for participating.
He's here, I think.
And yeah, now we will have the next match.
Goodbye.
Thanks for being here. Bye. Okay, so that match. That chat goes for the Bakamitai for his own match right here. So now we will have the next match, which will be... Wait, I just need to check again. I'm pretty sure it's Yossi vs Infinity Knight. Yeah, it is. I just wanted to check to be totally sure. So I will quickly ping those two. Yeah, I also heard this Yossi guy is pretty insane. Let's check if he actually is. Oh my god. I'm quickly going to grab some water, just having the quick pause between the two games. And yeah, you guys can join the voice chat already. I'm deafened right here, and just you know, just have the friend request and all that set up. But please don't start because I'm here, you know. I had that in the first game, so you know, just saying that, just want to make sure that I'm here when the game starts. So yeah, I'm going to grab some water, and I am going to be right back. And as always, I'm going to send you in the quick ad break to disable the pre-rolls, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, quite a hurry to be back before the ad is over. So now you've actually got some advantages by subbing, because now you see me, you know? Yeah, I am quite tall. Why do you guys redeem? Okay. Well, I think this was 30 seconds now. I guess this was another 10 seconds. Well, I guess this is a high quality stream when I cannot talk, right? Nice, thank you guys. Thank you guys so... Oh my god, why did I create that thing? Why did I create that redemption option? Well, we've got both people here, so if I'm able to talk for a bit, I could talk to them and just make them start the game, you know? I hope I can. Okay. I am here now. I can talk again.
Whoa.
I'm gonna have to mute your stream.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm just about to create a game.
I'm not sure who. Do you know who has got the higher rating?
I'm like a newbie, so probably not me, but I think I have like 700, 800 rating.
Yeah, same. 880. No. 848. That's my rating right now.
So whoever's got the higher rating will start with the black pieces in the first game. That is just important to know.
Okay, so I guess the simplest way would be just befriend each other and then just invite, right?
Yeah. The other way would be to send an invite link instead of direct challenging.
I see. How do you do that?
Well, you either just send a friend request before.
What's your name on chess.com?
Good question. It is some sort of infinity night. I just forgot what kind.
Thank you, Quody.
Infinity_night 42.
Infinity_night 42. Okay, so now I can do a standard game.
I really should have a mod at some point to actually
Non-rated.
do things like
So
that.
I start with the
Changing
black
the title
pieces,
and
right?
things like that. I think mods can do that, I'm pretty sure.
I guess. I don't know.
I really
forgot
should
what
have a
rating
mod
is.
at some point.
Probably like lower. Yeah, what is my rating? I'm 758, yeah.
Okay, so I'm not rated.
Okay, so you see you're gonna start with the black pieces in the first game.
How would you spectate our game?
I need to be friends with one of you, which is the case, and then I can just click on it and spectate.
Copy. I have a link.
Are you friends
here.
with Junk Justice? Okay, I'll just.
Does this work?
Okay.
Did you put the time control as well to 10:10?
Yeah, 10:10.
Okay.
10:10 standard. I start as black. And Infinity Night 42.
Let me log in.
Quody says, good luck to the two of you.
Thank you.
Well, I'm just assuming he says it to the two of you. And no,
Are you High King? Are you High King Quentin?
Yes, I am.
All right,
That's
High
me.
King Quentin. When do we start? Did we start? Oh, okay. So Lucas,
just
I guess you would watch now.
Yes, it is
Fine.
fine.
I'm ready.
Good luck. You can start whenever you're ready.
Okay, so
Alright.
Good luck to the two of you.
Mute each other or?
You can talk if you want to. I'll just deafen because, like, I mean,
sure.
you shouldn't hear what I'm saying.
Yeah,
All right, sounds good.
I think I'm gonna mute myself as well, actually.
Yeah,
Just
it
to
could help with
concentrate a little bit
concentrating. I don't know. You just need to.
Sounds good.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Good
Good luck
luck
to the two of you. Okay. You really just wanted to wish luck to Wheeler? Well, anyway, we are going to watch the from the white perspective. Well, I guess you don't know, you see. Okay, we've got e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. We have got a normal game. We have got an Italian game. We have got a standard position. We've got a position that nearly every chess player has experienced once. For once, we've got a normal game. Thank God. Thank you for having a normal game here. I'm so happy right now. Just because this is like a position that like everybody has played once, right? I think everybody has played an Italian at least once. And it's just like just play a normal game. And the response will be knight f6. The standard response most of the time is knight bishop c5 here. But yeah, after knight c3 here, it will be the h6 move. I think, like this isn't a normal move you just play. So I am pretty sure that Yussi did prepare this line, apparently. Or this opening. Because I wouldn't see why else he would play this h6 move. Infinity Knight responds by putting the d4 pawn, the d pawn in the center on d4. And now pushing the pawn after the d6 response. So we've got a closed game after this pawn push instead of taking he pushed. So that closed the position. I don't like closed positions. Closed positions aren't fun, but we'll have to work with it right now. Okay, so it is still really even. There's a slight advantage to white after this move because of this check. I think. No, actually because of bishop e2. That is the weirdest move I've ever seen. Well, anyway. That is a free check. You can just take it. And now there is the pawn trade on c6 after the pawn blocked the check. Unfortunately, you cannot take this pawn because there is the knight. Well, I guess you can still take that pawn. Yeah, that gives Yussi a small advantage. He is up a piece now. He should be really good to go if he doesn't blunder now. Yeah, it really is takes, but in this case it did not work out for Infinity Knight. He did not see the knight. He just saw the pattern of the fork here, and he didn't see the knight. Well, we've seen worse moments, especially because this game is so much higher quality than the last one. But I guess it does deserve a small Bakamitai moment still. Okay, now there is just the bishop getting out of there, just to be able to castle, which is what Yussi will do in this move, probably. Like, I assume. That was just castling preparation, and castling is the best move here. Just having king safety, and he's sitting on a nice advantage. So king safety should be a high priority here to actually keep that advantage, and he is going to castle, which is, as I said, the best move in that position as well. Now there is the bishop a3 move. Activating the dark squared bishop for white here. Interesting move. Does pressure this pawn, which is defended, but also attacked twice. So you could look for some kind of attack on that pawn, which is a central pawn. So that is a good target for an attack right there. You could also look to maybe have some threats by pushing those pawns. Okay, that is an interesting move. He does open up the bishops to one another. He does attack the pawn in the process as well. So what is Wheeler going to respond? How is he going to respond? This should be the best move because this bishop is not defended. If you were to take the pawn, this bishop is just completely free. So that is not what you should do in this position. You should just take the... Oh, no. I just said you shouldn't take the pawn. Now the bishop is gone. The bishop was not defended, even though you can take here. It's just not good. How much channel points do you guys have? Honestly, how many channel points do you guys have? Oh, hi Pixel. Good to see you again. The earlier match. Well, let's just quote Quirty. After the game, Quirty literally just said, "What did I just witness?" And that basically describes the games. Like that is literally describing the games really, really accurately, because like I really asked myself, what did we just witness? It was Deathshed versus General, so I didn't have high expectations. Just I want to be honest, I didn't have high expectations quality wise. But that game was really, it was on another level than this game. It was funny to watch, but it was many blunders. It really was many blunders in one game. It was just series of blunders. Well, anyway, back to this game. Wheeler does not even take the free knight here, which would actually have been free. Like there's... Oh my god, how am I yawning so much again? This knight is actually free. There's nothing defending this knight. And the queen would have just been traded, so that would have been good counterplay, but he didn't take it. Instead he moved his knight here, and yeah, because he finds the best move here and takes the pawn, which is just the free pawn. The pawn also attacked his knight. And now the threat is gone. He's got two strong knights in the center. He's got one strong bishop. He's got the queen, which supports the one knight and also controls two diagonals as well. So the position for black is really, really comfortable here. And let's see what he can do out of this position. But it does look really, really good for him right now. He is up plus 10 by the engine in this position, and he's up 5 in material. He's up 2 bishops for a pawn, so yeah, it doesn't look good for Infinity Knight in this position right here. The next move will be the pawn c4 move, which does attack the knight, which is not really pinned to the queen because the queen is defended. So yes, he could just ignore that, move his knight out to a juicy position and trade the queens right here. Trading the queens is a good idea because you are up so much material as black here, so you would just want to trade whatever you can, and trading the queens especially is really good, because the queen is one really, really good tool to get back into the game once you are down material. So removing that queen from the board would be something great right here. So you can trade the queens because this is not a threat. Because it's never going to be the case that the next move after you take the queen is not one of the rooks taking back the queen, and then it's black's turn again, and then you can move your knight. But it's not necessarily bad to move the knight instantly. It is just that the queen trade is really, really good for black in this position. You should really try to force that trade whenever you can, and that was just one opportunity to do exactly that. That was not used right here. What I especially like about this game is that both players are really thinking about their moves. Like, both players are investing some time in each move and not just moving. I'm not saying that that resulted in no blunders whatsoever. There was some blunders, we did see some. But I feel like this game has got a good quality overall. And that is what I really like about this match specifically so far. Okay, so as I just said, you want to trade, and that was just another opportunity for a knight trade right here. Due to that knight fork on the knight and the queen, it is the most obvious move to just take here as white. And now black just takes again, attacks the queen. Queen needs to move, and you just have won some tempo. You traded something. And this is a really good move because the knight f3 move was a big threat here, which would have been a fork of the rook and the king. And potentially, if you would have moved your queen here, for example, you could have forked the queen in there as well, which would not have been nice. Or even if you move your queen here, then you've got this fork. And then you take the queen, the king moves here, you take the rook, and oh no, I'm stupid. If queen would be here, you just take the knight. Anyway, I shouldn't make so many moves that didn't even happen. I shouldn't think about those moves. Like, they didn't happen and that's it. Okay, the move that did happen and was played by Yussi in this position is the pawn f5 move. Which does attack the knight, which is the basic idea of getting the knight out of there. And the response is the b4 push. Which obviously does attack the bishop, and which actually does trap the bishop in that position, and that is a good move. The problem is that the timing of the move and the move order is not good. That means that Yussi can just take the knight right here, and then it will be an even trade once again. And white doesn't really win any material apart from this pawn. But this is not a good move in this position. Oh no, it's not a good move, but thinking about it, it's not such a bad move as well. Oh, what? He didn't take with his... I was thinking about the line. Goes here, and then queen takes. Pawn takes knight. Bishop takes pawn. And then you actually win something as black. But Infinity Knight didn't take the knight, which means that it was a free bishop, a free rook right here, which is obviously traded. But now there was the trade of the knight and the rook. But the problem is that the bishop is still trapped right here. And that is probably why Infinity Knight did not take it with his queen. Because then the bishop wouldn't have been trapped anymore, and there would have been the b2 square for the bishop, which could have led to the bishop escaping. And like this, there's no way for this bishop to escape. There's no way to... no square to go. Oh my god. Yeah, Evan, you are actually the favorite to win your quarterfinal match. But I just want to say, both of them are 1200 rated. but both of them do not play like a 1000, like an 800. Did I just say both of them are 1200 rated? Both of them are 800 rated, or about 800 rated, but both of them do not play like 800 rated players. Especially, you see, I do know him good, and I do know that if he concentrates, he can really play on another level. He can really play like a 1100 level player, definitely. I don't know Infinity Knight good enough to say that about him, but I do see this game, and I do see that this is a really high quality match, and this does not look like two 800 players playing against each other. So after that rook move, the move is not taking the bishop, which would have lost this pawn, but Infinity Knight goes for the knight move instead, which does attack the bishop on the one hand, but on the other hand, and more importantly, does threaten this fork right here. So what the engine suggests is actually taking here, because if white takes with the pawn, you've got an escape for your bishop. I do not know if Yossi will find that move, but if he doesn't, he will be in some trouble, because he needs to find some way to defend this fork and defend his bishop in the same move. And I don't think there is. Normally you'd say, okay, I move my bishop to c8, but that is not possible. Bishop to c4, that is not possible. There's no way for black to defend this square with the bishop, and the bishop is under attack as well. But Yossi did find the move. Yossi did find the capture of the knight, and which is responded with the capture of the bishop, which is really interesting, because that is the correct move in that position. That is not the correct move in that position. You should focus on the rook, and you should capture the rook, even though you lose another pawn and the bishop escapes. You should just focus on the rook and take it, because the rook is just more valuable than a bishop. That is what he should have done, and now this pawn is undefended as well, so that is a freebie, and it is taken by Yossi as well. But that, oh yeah, I just realized that pawn was free, but this check didn't save the bishop. He never defended his bishop. And now there is a queen trade possibility. Will he take it? I don't think he should. I don't think Wheeler, Infinity Knight, whatever you want to call him, I don't think he should trade queens in this position, because he really used his queen to get back into the game. So I think capturing on a7, which is exactly what he did, I think that is the better move in that case, because you get to keep your queen, you get to win another pawn, and you still have chances to come back. The engine likes capturing the queen best, but and then winning the pawn right here. But I don't know about that. I don't like that. But it's just personal preference, as I said before as well. Okay, there's just the free check right here. There's only king g1. If there's not king g1, there is actually a forced mate, but that is not the correct move. So now you need to go to g1, otherwise it doesn't look good. Okay, Infinity does go to g1 right here. He still has got some chances. I don't want to say that he doesn't have any chances in that game, especially because I did see really good moves by him as well. But Yossi is just up a rook right here, and yeah, that is just a big advantage right here. His pieces are also more active. He's got the attack right here. He's got this big attack going on, and yeah. But this game, as I said, this game is really good. This is really high quality. This is really on another level than any other game actually we had so far, in my opinion, because both players are really taking their time. The big difference between this game and the Torben vs. Z game is that while we did have some blunders so far, there was no huge blunder. There was little mistakes, there was small blunders, but I don't think there was any missed win so far. There was no missed mate, no missed maiden 1, maiden 2, something like that. There was one forced mate in 10 moves, but like I won't count that as a missed mate. That, in my opinion, like forced mate in 10 on this rating level doesn't really matter. You can find an advantage if that's the case, but like no way you're gonna find that mate. Well, anyway, it's still a huge advantage for black in this position. You should look to activate your rook as well right here. And white doesn't really have any counterplay right here. There's really not much you can do. Not much hope left. So the biggest hope for Infinity Knight should be the second game, because no matter what happens, there will definitely be the second game. There will definitely be the chance to come back and the chance to get into the tiebreakers, which is always a possibility after the first game. And especially there's always the opportunity to actually get a draw. And if you get a draw, you're really good here. Okay, instead of going for the attack, there is the slow approach of just winning another pawn, attacking the queen, going for the safe moves, which is always a good possibility, you know. It's never bad to go for good moves, go for solid moves. But I would have liked to see an approach to maybe go for a mate here even. Like there was a forced mate in just 5 moves. So I think that is something you can see. Queen e2 is a natural move you could see right here with the mate in 1 threat. And it's just a slow mate because of things like queen e6, king h8, like just moves that make it more slow. But yeah, now Yossi does look to support this e-pawn with his rook, so he does look to push that in the future. That is the plan. And after that king g2 move, that is just a blunder, because you do lose this rook in the process, which is another rook trade even right here, because you will trade it against the b rook, obviously, right here. I don't like, I won't say, oh yeah, mate in 11, it's over. But there was a mate in 5 at one point, and a mate in 5 with natural looking moves. That is something I can expect people to find on this rating. It's not like it's a mate in 11. I'm not saying you should see that. If you do, congrats. If you do see the mate in 11. But if you don't, that is totally fine. Yossi should still look to just extend his lead right here and use the one rook that he has got and use this advantage to his own. Yeah, that should be the main plan, to just abuse that fact. And oh no, does Wheeler see it? Does Wheeler see the forced draw? It's a forced draw. It's a drawn position. And Wheeler could try to fight for the win here. That is definitely possible. But he could also look to just force draw this game. That was a huge blunder by Yossi. But not an obvious one. Because that pawn push. Or rather this king move. That allowed the queen to get in there and to win this rook with the f7 move. That was a really, really good move by Wheeler. He did find this move. And now Infinity Knight tries to go for the win instead of the draw right here. So this got really, really exciting quite fast. So let's see how this turns out. White is still one pawn down, but that is nothing too big. This game is far from over right here. But unfortunately, that is definitely not a good move. The hype is all over. There is the pawn capture with check. The pawns are gone. There's only the queen and the king left. And Yossi found his move, got back into the game. He will trade the queens right here, which is a really, really good move because his king has got the better position. Oh, he doesn't even move his king, but he's got 3 pawns against 1. So this should be the win for Yossi right here. After that pawn push, there is no way to win this game for Wheeler, but there can always be the stalemate. You should just push the pawns right now, but there can always be the stalemate. It is still pawns and a king. So let's look if they can prevent the stalemate. Can Yossi get this win? Can Yossi get this important 1-0 instead of the draw by stalemate? This is going to get interesting right here. Best move is pushing this pawn as well, going from both sides, and he does move his king. So now he needs to be careful. He really needs to be careful. This move would be stalemate. Okay, he did not play this move. He played the other pawn instead. He needs to be really, really careful. Pushing this pawn would be the best move right here. It just forces the king to leave, which is the best thing, which does prevent any kind of stalemate right here. But things like king f3, that would be the important stalemate. And this is, oh my, he didn't want to risk the stalemate and he lost his pawn instead. So this is a draw. if Infinity Knight plays this correctly, this is a draw. Oh my god, this is a... Oh my god, this is such an exciting game. Is there some way to play this? No, there's not. Yossi needs to retreat to not stalemate. This is a draw. This is a draw and there's nothing you can do about it. Oh my god! Infinity Knight finds the draw. Infinity Knight finds the draw in this position. Yossi is thinking, Infinity Knight did offer the draw right here. Will he accept it? There's no way to do this. He should just... He declined the draw, he still has got some hope. Why did I do this thing with the sound? Why did I do that? Oh my god. Yes, oh my god. I really need to increase. Yeah. Now you see offered the draw. And it is a draw by agreement. GG.
Well,
GG.
I don't know how to do this.
No, there's no way to do this. That is a draw. That is a forced draw. There's no way to play that.
But also with when I had 3 pawns, I'm pretty sure there was a way to.
Oh no, you blundered one of them,
when you
but
had 3 pawns, you blundered the 1 pawn, and since then it was a draw. After you moved your king for the 1 pawn.
Why?
After you moved your king back from that f pawn, it was a forced draw. There was nothing you could do about it if played correctly by white. That looked so good for you for most of the game.
I know, I was kind of losing, and then I'm like, wait a second.
There was some situations where you did have a small comeback, but most of the game was dominated by Yossi, by the black pieces, and then there was the draw.
That's insane.
That was a really good game, and this second game is gonna be really interesting, because now it's not like one of you has to win to draw this. The winner of this second game will proceed to the quarterfinals.
Oh,
I just
really?
saw what I did wrong. Oh no.
Yeah, it is a draw in the first game, which means that it is 0.5 to 0.5. And which means that the winner of the second game will have 1.5 points and the loser will have 0.5. If it is a second draw, then we will have a tiebreaker. But if one of you wins this second game, that is the person who will proceed to the quarterfinals by points.
Alright, let's try not to draw.
The stakes are even higher.
The stakes are really high. Like, you don't have a second chance if you lose this game now.
At
Wow.
least now I know how to.
At least we could draw. Lucas doesn't want to draw, we know that.
You could draw that and we've got a tiebreaker. That's interesting as well. We
Wait,
didn't
the
have a
tiebreaker
single
just-
tiebreaker so far.
The tiebreaker, what is the tiebreaker?
The tiebreaker
exactly?
is this 3+2 game.
Okay.
What is a 30
not
plus
good at
2
that.
game?
It's 3 minute and 2 seconds increment instead of 10 minutes and 10 seconds increment.
Alright, man, try not to draw, alright? Listen, I came here to lose. I mean, I came here to try not to lose too hard.
That first game was really high quality, I gotta say that.
Yo.
Okay.
So let's
I'm
go.
ready.
Are you ready for the rematch?
Yeah,
I'm ready.
How do we rematch?
Okay, then you can just click rematch and it should swap colors automatically.
Yeah. It did.
Okay, good luck.
Alright, good luck,
Good luck.
Justice.
No pressure. Okay, let's go for the second game. This is really exciting. I'm really hyped. Yussi does go for d4, response is d5, and it is the accelerated London system. I think Yussi prepared the London at some point, so I think he will know his theory in the London right here. As I explained to the two guys already, the stakes for this game are really high. This is our first draw in the tournament. And that means that the second game decides the fate. Like, this is our first draw in the first game. I think we had one draw in the second game, but that doesn't really matter. Please keep the chat in English, but the winner, like, I can still answer your question, but please keep it in English. The winner does get VIP on Twitch and a special rank on my Discord. Yeah, Yussi does play the London system right here. Actually, I don't know the London system too well myself. But the game says it is the London system, so I'm just gonna trust chess.com on this one. I do know that it's the bishop move and the knight move. I do know that. But I don't know the specific moves of the London. I wanted to look at it at some point, but yeah, I just didn't. But Yussi really makes quick moves right here. He does know what he is doing in this opening, apparently. And Wheeler takes a bit longer for his moves. Just thinking about them. And thinking about what to do right here. Well, yeah, the London isn't too exciting. But let's see what's going to happen. Like, I think, especially on this rating, I'm saying on this, especially on this rating level, too often, too many contexts. But like, especially on this rating, games can be really exciting even with boring openings because of some spicy moves. Okay, it is h6 responded with h4 to prevent this move. And it is played. The g5 move, like the idea behind playing h4 is to prevent g5. But Inferior still played g5, which is really not good because then it's a free pawn. And you need to move your knight because you cannot take, because then the rook takes the other rook. So the knight needs to move right here. And now the knight is just not really good. Yeah, it's not happy. Okay, so what are they doing? It is the queen e2 move, which only has one purpose, which is preparing long castle and just having some king safety, which is always really important. We've learned that from a few games. For example, from the Torben game, king safety is really important. That should be your #1 priority, because you don't need a great attack when your king is just getting checkmated. Infinite should also be concerned about king safety a bit. I do not like the idea of him castling kingside because of this g-pawn, which is not there anymore, which would be a great weakness. So I hope that he moves his queen out and castles queenside instead. I think his king would be much safer on that side of the board. Genaral, good to see you again. Haven't seen you in a few days. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well today. And thank you. I hope I do look smart. I wanna look a bit smart so that people actually trust like what I'm saying about the game. You know, professional commentator, professional chess commentator right here. Okay, so this move, this pawn move, which was played by Infinite, probably or mostly blocks this bishop b5 check move, which is just an annoying move, and just preventing it is always nice. And it is also supporting this d pawn mostly, like that is also the idea of it. But then you'll see just closes the position, which is really good for him in this case. And with the engine does give him a +4 right here with this close position. And now Infinite does what I didn't like right here. He castles on the king side, and he's got his bishop right here. He lost his h-pawn now, obviously, because now Yussi can really concentrate his attack on this king side. And I don't like this. I said it earlier. I do not like that. He cannot even capture, because then the bishop can capture this. And this is just not looking good. And then even like the best move is actually to capture and to... No, the best move is to capture on e5. Oh, and then knight takes. And then knight f6. That is the best moves right here. Those are engine moves, not gonna lie. No, probably not engine moves, like not the typical engine moves. But, yeah, I don't think that is what's going to happen. Let's just say it like this. Okay, he does take it with his knight, he does take the pawn, which is not good. Not good at all. No, fucking face cam, I hate it. Okay, Yussi does find the good move of just taking here. Bishop takes, rook takes, and it's +4 in material and +20. Well, never mind, it's mate in 7 if played correctly. Does my facecam want to come back? Yeah, I'm using my phone as my facecam. Wait a second. Why isn't it working? Oh, okay. It's working again. For fuck's sake, oh my god. Well, at least no move happened. This is annoying. They have a puzzle racer on Lead Chess. Is it like puzzle race, or is it like the same? Oh, for fuck's sake! Is it the same thing as Puzzle Rush on chess.com? Is that what it is? Okay, so you see, instead of finding the mate, he unfortunately just moves his rook back, which is not a bad move. Like, just attacking the bishop here is completely fine. There's nothing wrong about that. But that would have been the mate. So, yeah. Anyway. It's Puzzle Rush with 10 players. That sounds really interesting. But also really difficult. Well, now Infinity Knight does bring his queen up. But now there is the opportunity of playing Queen E3 for the mate in 7 again. And that is all. I don't want to sound like I'm the little know-it-all and the little guy who says, "Oh, I told you so." But that big disadvantage for Infinity Knight that he's got right now, and that big problem and that possible mate, that is all due to him castling on the king side. It is all due to him castling on the king side instead of queen side. He played super solid before. It was such a solid game, and then he made that one mistake by castling on the king side instead of the queen side. Even keeping the king in the center would have been better, but because the king side was so weak without that g-pawn, with that h-pawn being attacked, and then he also lost material over that h-pawn, and that is where it all collapsed. That is where he lost his advantage, or he lost the even game. I'm not saying he lost the game because it's not over yet, but that is where Yussi got the great advantage and got the possibility to really get this advantage and get ahead in the game.
Hours of time to watch me, and not $5.
Yeah, true. I haven't had that one today, so let's bring up the $5 a month sound again. I'm just saying, you know, normal subscription is $5 a month. That is what the nice woman is saying in that clip. But Twitch Prime is free, so if you've got Amazon Prime, you can just link your account to Twitch, and you can subscribe to any channel for free, like once a month. You've just got a free subscription, you know. Just throwing it out there, you know. Okay, he does sacrifice his knight here. Interesting play. He does go for the check. And the move to play is Queen G7 here, which is not easy to find. The channel points, I did set that up as soon as I was affiliate, which has been a few days by now, but when you're not affiliate, you cannot have channel points yet. That is all when you are affiliate. And that is when I set the sounds up and everything like that. Okay, Infinity Knight does find that Queen G7 move. The only other move would have been King F7, which would not have been good. Let's just say it like that. Anyway, still the best move is taking the free bishop here. That is the best and the only move right here. Yeah, I also set up the sounds right away when I had the channel points, and when I hit affiliate, I set up the sounds right away. Yeah, I also have got emotes. Unfortunately, you can only set one emote per tier of subscribing. So if you subscribe with tier 1, which would be the normal thing, you unfortunately only get the salute. But yeah, that's just how it is, you know. Okay, he doesn't take with the rook, he takes the bishop with the queen instead, which is totally fine. But taking with the rook would have been better in this position. But it's just a small difference, it's not really something big. So trading the queen is the logical thing to do right here, but that is actually not what's happening. Ooh, and he does go for the spicy bishop move right here. So there's so many pieces hanging. The queen is hanging. This queen is hanging. If he takes the queen, the rook is hanging. Oh my god, this is, the move order is really, really important right now. Move order decides about everything. But I'm pretty sure taking here, takes. I think that is the best move order, right? Isn't it? Or in this case, just taking, no. This is defended. I don't even know what is the correct move order. But Yossi tries to play this without trading pieces right here. I don't know, I'm not sure. I think that is not the best possibility. I think it would be better to try to trade some pieces off because he is one piece at a pawn up. Oh, sorry. He is a piece and a pawn up, so I think trading here is a good idea. So what is the idea now? This is the best move, and I think that is a really, really nice move, and it's good to find actually, because first of all you remove the defender of the knight. Well, he does go for the pawn instead, which is also fine because he still removed the defender of the knight. But you would have gone for the pin as well if it were with the queen and would have attacked the rook right away as well. Okay, so this second game is also so exciting because it's like, even though it's plus 13, it's just one piece, you know? It's a piece and 2 pawns at this point. And we've seen bigger comebacks. We've seen bigger upsets. We've seen a draw after such an exciting game in the first one. So it's definitely possible to have an exciting game right here and to still have a comeback. Oh my god, I'm yawning. It's literally insane how much I'm yawning. It's not even funny anymore. Like, I do know why I've got this fucking yawning emote. Because I'm literally just yawning every 5 seconds. Well, anyway, let's get back to the game. Yossi did just win another rook, so it is plus 10 in material now. It does look really, really juicy. He did manage to put that attack, or to change that attack to just winning material instead of threatening a mate. Well, he could have had a mate at some point, but he didn't find it, so winning material instead is a really, really good thing to do right here. And that is what he managed to do. I just want to remind you guys again, this game is really, really important for both of them. The winner of this game is the one that proceeds to the quarterfinals. Because the first game was drawn, there is no second chances right here. It is just this one game. And if this were to be another draw, there would be a tiebreaker with a 3-minute and 2 seconds increment game. But right now it looks really, really promising. It looks really, really promising for Yossi at this point. Oh wow. I've got 11 viewers right now, and there's still a bot coming in saying want to become famous. I didn't expect that. But that's an insta-ban. Fucking bots are just annoying. Well, but not as annoying as my face cam turning off again. I don't even know what to say to that anymore. It's just super fucking annoying. I don't want that. I don't even know why it's happening. That is the thing. Anyway, Yussi did go for the check earlier, and now he does go to support his bishop a second time, because it would have been gone otherwise. Because it is attacked 2 times and now it's defended 2 times, so now it is fine again. The important thing to do, and the good thing to do right here, is really just getting your pieces in. Like, castling is really late, but it does just manage to get your rook in the game. You do just manage to get that advantage. Like, you've got this material advantage as white, and now is the time where you really need to use that. Black is using the queen and the rook, and the knight is not really active. But white is also just using queen, rook, and that bishop. So the active advantage in the game is just this one bishop that is doing something. But you should try to use your knight and your rook as well if you're white in this position. Well, there is another possibility for a mate after that queen takes g2 move, but I can understand if Yussi would be kind of concerned after that move as well. So I could imagine him just castling in this position just to be safe, to not get any check right here. This is a weird move though. This is defending the g1 square, where there would have been this threat of checking and winning the rook, and the knight itself is also defended, and it kind of activates the knight. But I would have preferred to just see the castling move right here if you play a defensive move. I think that would have been just more safe right here. You could also well, now black brings the knight in as well. So maybe they will use every single piece that they've got. I would still like to see the castling move right here, even though there is this this pawn which would be lost in the process. I'd still like to see it. Instead, we do see an attack on the black queen, and if I see this correctly, it's trapped. This is a queen trap. Yeah, it is. This is a queen trap. This is, cannot go here, cannot go here, cannot capture there, cannot capture there, cannot go there. It is just a queen trap. And now there is the mate. After that move, that was the only idea Infinity Knight had here, was to counter-attack the queen. But he lost his rook now. And now there is a mate in 2, which is rook takes g2, and then rook goes there. And that is what happened. That is what happened. GG.
Ah, GG!
That was such a good game. Like, you see, had a big advantage in most of the game. That was a big advantage for white, but it was still such a good game because we've seen such big comebacks in other games also. We've seen the comeback to the draw in the first game. So nothing was won or lost instantly.
I unintentionally disrespected at the end.
Yeah, you took my queen instead of checkmating. What the heck?
No, you couldn't have checkmated.
Yeah, you could.
You needed to take the queen.
Oh right,
If
yeah.
if you don't take
Yeah.
the queen, it's no mate.
Do it.
True.
That's fair. Wait, how
Well-
do you disrespect then?
Yeah, I thought I could have checkmated you. I didn't notice that you could have taken money.
Oh yeah. If you checked me there, then I guess I would have taken your queen as well.
Yeah, you could have taken my rook and then
Like queen
Yeah.
takes rook, king queen, and yeah. So it'd be a
Yeah,
trade.
queen takes rook and that's all. Like you don't take
I
with
would
the
have just
queen.
blundered my rook and my queen for
Yeah.
queen.
Yeah, I don't know what I could have done there after. Let's see.
Yeah, but
Where
the
did it
thing is,
start?
Pixel says it like it is. It was just a super tense match. I don't think anybody on the
basically
stream can hear what anybody's saying because they're just spamming Bakami Tai, but yeah.
Wait, when did he Bakami tied me though?
well,
Fucking pawn?
Basically, since the game is over, I've only heard Bakami Tai. But yeah.
Don't you need bits for that?
No, it's channel points. I made the bad decision to make that sound channel points.
How do I do that?
I think I should have traded
I-
queens. I think if I did trade queens, then I think it would be a bit different.
Yeah, but it was just... Oh my god.
Okay, they're spamming Bakami Tai.
It was just really, really tense all game long because, like, the thing is... I just know that both of you have got the potential for a comeback. And you both are really good players, and I saw that in the first game already, or we all saw that in the first game already.
Dude, I'm new to the game. What the heck?
Yeah, but you still found really, really good moves, and you played really solid, and I think that's something that really puts you on top of other players, like that really puts you on top of the rating, and into actually the best players in the tournament, I'd even say. Because you just play super solid and you don't blunder.
I feel like
I'm pretty sure I blundered a bunch of stuff.
That wasn't a queen blunder. That's like top 50% of the tournament already.
True. I mean, I blundered in the first game.
Wait, did you blunder the queen first game? I can't remember.
No, not the queen, but I basically blundered the win.
Oh, the pawn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like a really small thing, but yeah, I guess it does matter.
Yeah, it was win or
I
draw.
Yeah,
But
I
win
mean,
or
I traded
draw.
everything else off. And then I had 3 pawns.
Dude,
advantage.
Yeah.
I gave you the draw request, and you were like, nope, I got this.
Yeah, but at
I
this
at least
point,
wanted to try.
yeah, the problem is at that point it was a draw if played correctly.
Yeah, I should have traded queens. That definitely was my mistake. I think I would have had a chance if I traded queens.
I think literally the deciding point of the game was you castling kingside after you already lost the
Yes.
G-pawn.
Yes.
I was like, I saw
thought the
that
same thing.
preparing move. I saw that bishop move and was like, oh, please don't castle kingside. Please castle queenside instead, because that G-pawn is gone. And then 2 moves after, you
Yeah.
unfortunately castle kingside.
It's the beauty
See,
of London.
I don't really know the logic behind castling. Like,
You know, the problem is castling actually made you place your king in a less safe position at that point, because the G-pawn was gone.
yeah, maybe I
The
shouldn't have
H-pawn
castled
was
at all.
captured, then you lost a piece in the exchange on the H-file, and that was where it all fell apart.
Right, yeah. And then the freaking bishop, queen, rook. I love that part where they were all stacked on top of each other next to the rook.
I don't even know if that was the best move, to be honest, but it seemed like that was the only safe thing where I don't lose any pieces.
Well, Well, if you trade them all, you would still have the queen, and that's the big thing.
Yeah. Queen advantage is so insane.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
like your knight sack, by the way.
My knight sack?
No, Yussi's knight sack.
I had a
Wh-
different plan. I didn't expect the queen to move before the king. Like
Well, if you
protect the
didn't move
king.
the queen, king f7 would have been forced mate in 7. There was a lot of times where you actually could have had a forced mate in 7, but like
I'm
it's a
not
mate
that
in
good.
7. It's not easy to see
How do you see these mate in 7s? What the heck?
because I see the engine.
Engine sees
Oh,
it.
oh, that's not how it works, mate. You're supposed to
That's
tell
why
me
he
you're like an
doesn't play.
experienced player or something, you know?
Well, it's a mate in 7 or something. In the last game, there was a mate in 52 at some point.
Wait, are you talking about the knight sack where like there was that knight in the middle and it just caused?
The knight
Yeah.
sack was on move 19, where it was the knight that was captured by the pawn, and then the queen came in to g5.
Wait, what does the knight sack even do for him?
It makes that it frees that g5 square for his queen.
Oh wait, yeah. See, I think I thought about that G5 square earlier, but I guess I just took it and I was like, whatever.
And it's not really a sack because you do win back the bishop either way. Like, it doesn't matter what happens, that you do win back that,
Like-
that bishop.
I think I should have traded the queen at like move 22.
Move 22.
Yeah, Cordy, I do feel kind of
Just
bad.
shade.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but it's just one week, right? Next week it's just the quarterfinals probably.
If I
they will
traded
probably
there,
be
then
next
like
week as
I
well,
don't
or
think you would have had it
semifinals.
strong as an attack because you just
Yeah,
have the rook in the
probably.
But it's
bishop.
not that long, you know? I'm sorry, I do
takes.
feel bad.
Queen takes, rook takes, right? And then I'm in check,
Yeah.
right? So then what? I just go on with my day.
It's definitely. I think it's better. Because then I have to start like moving my other rook into the game and moving my other knight.
Well,
into
that
the
other rook
game.
is kind of pinned. See, I was trying to. I don't know. I think what I was going for earlier is move before move 16. You had your king pinned, and I was trying to see if I could like get something there, you know. So like that moment you
Yeah.
moved the queen, I didn't see what you were going to do. I guess I had to think a little further ahead.
Actually, at that point, there was even a mate in 5
For who?
for you see. If
In-
you
But I
play
didn't see that at all.
after like there was this queen e3 move, that was the move that was necessary for the mate in 7. And then if you play queen h6, then it's forced mates.
I don't have a. I don't have.
Oh
a
wait,
chess.
and then you just move it down to h8 and then the rook.
Like it's queen h6, then it is bishop b5 to protect the square. Then it's rook g4 check.
Wait,
King
bishop
F6.
b5 for.
To protect
For
the
him?
h7 square. Because h7 would have been mate, but h8 is not mate because there's f7 for the king.
Interesting.
So you do protect that square with your bishop. Then you play, white plays g4 check. You play king f7. Because you cannot move your bishop, because then it's still mate on h7 because the bishop of white is also looking there. And then you play king f7, and then there's queen h5 check. And then there's bishop g6. Queen takes g6, king e7, knight g5 mate.
This is too hard for
That
me.
is the line. Yeah, it's a few moves.
You know what I wish I had this game? I couldn't like freaking right click to do arrows. I actually like mismoved like the first game.
Oh,
When I was-
you couldn't do the arrows. That's
That sucks.
unfortunate. Yeah, I use them a
Yeah, I
lot
don't know. No, I used them like all the time, and I'm like, wait, no arrows. Wait, did you have arrows?
I had arrows, yes.
Wait,
And
you had
You
arrows?
can put them on again sometimes. In
I
your
think it's
settings.
just
Oh,
in the
wait.
settings, yeah.
In the
What? Wait, I normally have it on.
top
Oof.
right corner of your board is little settings button. And there's
See, I
something
don't use chess.com enough. Oof.
something about
Well-
drawing arrows.
Anyway, thank you guys for playing. Congrats, Yossi,
Thank-
to proceed to the
Yes.
quarterfinals. The
luck.
quarterfinals will be really interesting because you will play against Evan. And he is 1200 rated. He's the highest rated
Oh,
player in the
no.
tournament. But
Oh,
I
no.
think both of you played really well. So I think both of you could have... Like, in this game, you weren't 800 rated. Like, both of you. You just
Yeah,
played
but
super
the
well.
London is
Hmm?
pretty much the only thing I'm able to play, the London system.
Well, you shouldn't say that because now your opponent
Well,
knows that.
I mean, you just have to.
They're probably watching you right now.
Yeah, that is the one player that really prepared for his opponent.
Well,
That's the one player
Well,
I
I'm just
really
gonna train
know that.
something else then.
See, I definitely prepared for you. I know all your moves now, yeah.
So maybe you should prepare for the quarterfinal as well, because like that, honestly, that could be a finals matchup. That is a really good matchup. Evan versus you, Yossi. That is, I'm really excited for the quarterfinal.
I'm scared.
That is
Good
gonna
luck.
be exciting.
We've been here for an hour.
Oh damn.
There's
This
no way.
This has been the longest game so far.
No
because
way. Wait.
Both of you actually used your time.
Yes.
Wait, no, but look, he still has 9. Wait, no. What do you have on the clock now?
5 minutes. 5 minutes and 70
5
seconds.
minutes, but we kept like doing like a million moves. What are we? 32? I don't know.
Yeah, I'm a bit more comfortable in the London than playing as black, so I'm able to move a little bit faster.
Yeah, we had other games that ended with guys having more than 10 minutes.
Okay.
Or like more than 9 minutes, at least.
Oh, I feel like we had like 30-minute matches. What the heck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the point. Like, you could really concentrate on your moves and didn't have any time trouble.
Oh,
Was good
that's good.
time-wise.
In normal games, like we had, I just do the 10-minute system, right? So I'm always like losing time. I'm like, wait, we get time after moving? Yo, that's actually really nice.
Yeah. I don't like dirty flagging in such tournaments. Like, that's just boring.
True. I'm just glad I played the London because yesterday you said you don't like closed-up positions. I was like, okay, I have to play the London then. Definitely.
Well, you
London
should
system
probably
time.
train another, look for another opening for the quarterfinals, because now Evan knows that you play the London and can prepare for that. And you should probably look at his chess.com as well and just look at what he plays.
When is the quarterfinal?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
No, I'm joking.
No,
Probably soon though.
it's not tomorrow, but it is in a few days. I didn't set which quarterfinal will be when, like 100%. But there could actually be one quarterfinal tomorrow.
There
But
is
I
one
don't
tomorrow
think so.
and one on Friday.
Because like that one game was on Monday. That was the third game, so one spot is free tomorrow. But I think I've got another idea than a quarterfinal.
Okay, so I'm
Alright.
gonna have to prepare something different. That's fine.
Thanks
Yeah.
for the tourney,
Your
Lucas.
quarterfinal will probably... Wait a second, I need to look at the plan again. Oh, fuck, that was the wrong document. You are quarterfinal 1, right? Yeah. So you will be the first
I might play
quarterfinal, so
tomorrow.
probably on Friday.
Okay.
All right, Justice, you gotta draw for me.
Yes. Nice games.
Yeah,
Nice games.
those are fun.
Definitely.
That's probably the most difficult chess games I've had in a while, but because I don't even play chess as much. Lucas is just randomly messaged me one day. It's like, "Yo, you play chess?" And I'm like, "Sorta, I just started." And then he's like, "Yeah, you're in." And I'm like, "But I'm going in to lose, right?"
Well, but
Like,
you
that's
you
what
had really a really good match. You put up a good fight.
I did lose. I did lose though.
Yeah, but you put up a really good fight.
It's okay. We're doing fun things. Yeah, you gotta make him draw for me. Be like, you gotta get him to have the draw, to send a draw message at the start of the game, right? Because he's already scared, and then you gotta reject it, and then you gotta checkmate him in 2.
I'm gonna try, definitely. My main goal now. Get people to draw.
Well,
They call him
I
Draw
hope you
King.
guys had fun playing.
Yes.
And
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, see you in the quarterfinals.
Yes,
Good
I'm
luck.
excited.
I'm excited as well.
Thanks for the games.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
Thanks,
you
Lucas.
for playing. And I'll see you around, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Goodbye.
See
Bye
ya.
bye.
Okay, guys. You guys know the drill by now. That was day 3 of the tournament. It was another exciting day. I'm still super excited as to what exactly happened there. Like, I'm still... Well, the drill is that it's the tournament and then the stream is over. That is basically what I'm saying, Z. It's the same thing for the last few days. It's 2 matches. Well, on the first day was 3 matches, I guess. But it's 2 matches and then, you know, then I'll call it a day. It's been super long, actually, today. It's been over 2 hours, and like yesterday was like 1.5 hours. Just because people actually used that time. That's something I would, like, Z, that's something really important that you could consider as well in the quarterfinals. Just like using your time, you know? Like actually doing something with your time in the game. That's actually a good tip. But yeah. Thank you guys for watching again. I hope I can see you around tomorrow. I will probably post something in the Discord or something like that. Because the starting time of the stream will be the same, but there won't be a game scheduled earlier. Like, there won't be a game at 8 PM my time, because that game was already played as the 3rd game on Monday. But the 2nd game is still on schedule, which will be the last game of the 1st round, which is Coco versus Fabi, which is another exciting game, and which will determine the opponent of UZ in the quarterfinal. So I will post the updated schedule list later, and I will also set the times for the quarterfinals. Yeah, that's it. That is the important things. And then I hope you guys have an exciting rest of the evening, and a good night, I guess. Even though it's kind of early to say good night, but yeah, I guess I'm still gonna do this. So have a good evening and good night, and see you guys tomorrow, hopefully. Oh, wait a second. Just one last thing. I just saw that Qwerty is streaming Among Us right now. So basically, due to me having the tournament in this week, he actually moved his lobbies back in time and all that. So please join the raid, and I'm gonna quickly raid him. Please join that and just give him some love. Say thank you to him for actually moving the lobby. and for helping me organize this a bit, you know, just helping me make this possible, I guess. So yeah, give some love to him, and I'm gonna quickly rate him, but that's it. Yeah, that was just the last thing I wanted to say. So see ya.